All right, so now we're going to go through some more suggestions that we can add to our grocery list, right?
Right.
That are not that expensive, but hugely beneficial in one way or another. Yes?
Absolutely. The first two are actually a pair: the scallions, which are also known as green onions, and ginger. So when it comes to scallions, these are actually contain a bioactive natural chemical called allicin that lowers inflammation in our body, which actually causes a lot of chronic diseases. And allicin also improves our metabolism, so it gives us more energy. And when it comes to ginger, the key thing with ginger is to actually get it fresh because it's pennies per serving. You don't need very much in order to get that zing of a flavor in your dishes. And ginger has something called gingerol, which also lowers inflammation.
Right?
So chop up the ginger, chop up the scallions, all right? And you just put them
Nice.
into a bowl. And what I do is I put a little bit of vinegar, just regular kind of vinegar, white vinegar, and a little bit of soy sauce, a little soy sauce, and you stir it up. And here it is, your dipping sauce. If you have dumplings or frankly anything, it's just a really nice
Yay!
dipping sauce. And something that's also found in sort of on my counter in my pantry are the next food, inexpensive budget superfood, which are capers. And I know you love these, Rachel. Capers are little treasures in a jar. They grow wild in the driest parts of the Mediterranean, like in Sicily, as you said your mom is from, and
Yep.
on the Greek island of Santorini, which is one of my favorites. And inside capers, which is really just a flower bud, is a powerful bioactive called quercetin. Now, quercetin activates your metabolism and lowers inflammation, like we talked about before. So this is another benefit. Now, the thing about capers is that they can be dry cured, which means that they're packed in sea salt. Okay, you can see here, sea salt. So you have to soak them and rinse them. And if they're in a jar brine, you want to rinse them off so you can actually get that nice flavor. You can either put them on the cutting board, chop them roughly to release the flavors, or just throw them into almost any dish. Capers light up, piquant, lemony, absolutely delicious.
Yes.
Now, here's my next budget superfood that you guys might be surprised by, and that is oysters. Now, oysters might seem like fancy, pricey things you would only order in a restaurant, but in fact, you can get a budget oyster that's already cooked, smoked in the middle aisle of the grocery store near the canned tuna, and these are smoked oysters. Now, smoked oysters are actually delicious, number one. Number two is that they actually contain really healthy marine omega-3 fatty acids that are good for your heart, your brain, and your circulation. But the other thing that's really super about the smoked oysters that I love is the fact that you don't need to eat very many to get the health benefits. So how many do you need to actually eat? Here are the smoked oysters. You only need to eat 3 of them. This is one, in order to be able to get the same amount of benefit as you would get in a 3-ounce slice of fish like cod. So a great way to get great flavors and great taste, all budget. Now, my final budget superfood is this. This is a tube of concentrated tomato paste. So any time of the year, I like to have this in my pantry because even when I can get fresh tomatoes, because this gives you a double or even triple concentrate of super tomato flavor, this umami, an absolutely mouth-watering, delicious flavor. And tomato paste contains 3 bioactives, tomatoes do: lycopene, chlorogenic acid, and quercetin, the same thing that was in capers. And what these 3 bioactives do is they team up in order to be able to activate your metabolism. Now, the lycopene dissolves in oil. So when you eat tomato paste or tomatoes, the lycopene goes into your body, and guess where it goes? It goes right to your body fat to help activate your metabolism, into your butt, into your thigh, into your belly, right where you want it to be. And my favorite way to use tomato paste, by the way, is I like to actually heat a pan with a little extra virgin olive oil, chop some garlic, get it golden brown, and then squeeze in
Yep.
2 squeezes of this tomato paste with a wooden spoon. I stir it around, and now I've got a base that I can saute zucchini,
You
mushrooms, onions,
activate it, right. And then you can add
anything,
anything.
activate it. And it activates your taste buds too. Anything tastes better with a layer of tomato paste around it.